Hi, Dave Taylor here again, and I want to talk about the Mac Mini. This is this sort of undersung device that Apple sells, and it's basically if you took a really nice Macintosh and took out the screen and took out the keyboard and the mouse and everything, what would you have left? A box. And that box would have all of the core functionality of a really pretty sophisticated computer minus all the peripherals. And that's exactly what the Mac Mini is. And starting at around $500, you can get one, and they work great as servers. And that's what I have. I've had this in my office for probably a decade, different Mac Minis. And it works really, really well. I use it as a file and print server, an archival server. It manages all of the sort of data flow in the Office network. And not only that, it also works as a Plex media server. So for our entertainment system, that's where actually all the files live. Now, the thing is, Apple maybe took a couple of shortcuts when they were developing it. So while the Mini is a really nice, elegant little device, there are some things that maybe it needs. And that's where this comes in. This is the NewerTech miniStack Max. And what this does is, number one, it duplicates the form factor of the Mac Mini. In fact, when you put this on top, it's exactly the same size, and it's the same finish, that brushed aluminum. So it's very elegant looking. But what this offers is basically everything Apple forgot. So starting on the front, this particular model has a CD DVD reader writer. So it's really super easy to burn DVDs. Notice on the side here is an SD card reader. How handy is that? And they even thought through to put it on the front so you don't have to fumble in the back. But it's when you get to the back, and I'll give you a close-up here too, but when you get to the back, this is where it really rocks. You can see it has 4 USB connections, 3 of which are powered through USB 3. It has 2 FireWire 800 connections, and that's actually how I'm connecting to the drive on the Mac Mini, so super fast interactivity. And also has one eSATA connection if you have a device that can handle that. And of course it has DC in, power in. More interestingly, it also has something called the, what is this? This is the Kensington security slot. So if you're running a server lab or you're at a school, you can actually lock these down and no one's gonna walk away with one, which I would understand if they would, because it's really nice. Now, that's all the stuff on the outside. The most important thing on this, the thing that really got me to get one, is that it has a 3 terabyte drive. So that's a lot of extra storage. That's a lot of extra space that frankly I need on my computer. If I'm using this as a big file server, I need lots of space. And that all comes with this, and it's super handy. Now, it turns out that the miniStack has 3 primary configurations, and it basically really kind of revolves around the drive that they put in. So this one is the CD DVD reader writer. They also have one that has Blu-ray and CD and DVD as a reader writer, and then they have another one that has 2. It has one that's a Blu-ray reader and one that's a DVD reader writer. So depending on what you want, you can have just DVD, and of course they all do CDs, so you can do just DVD reader writer, or you can do a DVD reader writer plus Blu-ray reader, or you can have one that actually is a Blu-ray burner or writer too. So those are the 3 primary options. Lots of other configurations, how big your disk is, all these other things. This particular configuration that I have, that is 3 terabytes and DVD, and obviously all the peripherals in the back and everything, or ports in the back and such, this runs $267.99. So really not bad at all. And what that means is this plus a Mac Mini, so around $800, I can get an extremely sophisticated workstation server. And of course I can plug a computer screen in, and I can plug keyboards in. In fact, that's what I've done, is I have a second monitor that actually plugs into my Mac Mini, and it's actually a Mac. So there's nothing mini about it. It's a very fast, very powerful computer. Now, turns out that this is actually compatible with Windows and Linux machines too. So while it might be designed to be a perfect match for the Mac Mini, that doesn't mean you can only use it with the Mac Mini. It's just a nice, handy, well-designed peripheral that is going to be an easy addition, certainly from the price tag, but functionality too, an easy addition to any computer setup that's going to give you tons of capabilities. So, not much else I can tell you about this. I will tell you that at its most basic, this starts at $160, and it can go up to $500, depending on if you want the full Monty configuration. And oh, speaking of the full Monty, see that subscribe button? oh, I know you want to click on it. So go ahead and subscribe, please, and then you'll catch all my other tech and gadget reviews, and I'm pushing them out pretty fast, so you definitely want to pay attention and find out what I like and dislike about devices. So, you clicked? Good. Then we clicked. So, this is the NewerTech miniStack Max, 3 terabyte with CD/DVD reader writer. And you can learn more about it at NewerTech.com. And this, as configured, is $267.99. This is Dave Taylor, and I really need to get this back on my server because I really need to boot my server back up. I had to turn it off to be able to pull this out. That's how much I use this. So, Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.